Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-August 2021 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. I don't think I did a few videos for the Lionsgate portal specifically, and I don't think I did yours, but I just wanted to let you know that the new moon in Leo during this time frame, actually as I record this, it's tomorrow, is going to be, the new moon is going to be in your, oh, not tomorrow, I'm sorry, Sunday, is going to be in your 10th house. So that's the house of career and things like that. So that's very exciting for you, and hopefully you can really, I don't know, really grab that energy, harness that energy in some way to help you manifest what you'd like. It's funny because I just got the Queen of Pentacles. That's a perfect example of somebody who is sitting pretty financially, career-wise, all of that good stuff. This is the Death card. Okay, I'm going to pick an additional card. All right. Okay, so in the top row here, I mean, the Heart of the Matter is a great card in general for finances being on point, feeling a sense of empowerment, so not being in this place where you are dependent on someone to, you know, take care of you necessarily. You can take care of yourself, but also just enjoying the fruit of your labors. In the past position, we have the Hermit card. So there may be some of you who have left a relationship and are living on your own, enjoying your own life as it is, and maybe experiencing career success. And you know what popped into my mind was, I can do fine all by myself. So you're not coming from this place of lack or, you know, needing to prove anything. You are coming from a place where you really feel that you have worked for what you have, and you have this ability to be alone and not have somebody else creating drama, stress for your life. So the Hermit is a card, this is also a card of soul searching. So it does have that connection to being alone, like being by yourself and that sort of thing, but also the contemplative angle where you are really looking, maybe you're philosophical about your life, you're just seeing things at a deeper level. You're not reacting to the world in a very outward kind of a way. And that suggests to me that you're making peace with everything that has transpired recently in your life. So you're not trying to cling to something that is done, is dead and buried, or anything like that. The higher message is the Ten of Swords. This is a card of betrayal. One thing I say to Scorpio, sun signs, or if somebody has inner planets in Scorpio, Scorpio rising, whatever, is look at your tendency to be suspicious of others, be afraid of the motivations of others, because that can create the very thing that you claim that you don't want. So this idea of you creating your own reality, and the expectations that we hold, how do they shape what actually comes true for us, but also in terms of how you interact with a partner. Maybe, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop and that person's nice to you because you fear the betrayal that the Ten of Swords represents. But the Ten of Swords can also be that a certain phase of your life is over with, that the worst is over. So if you've been suffering, and maybe this is in more than one area of your life, this could be saying that, okay, yeah, life is full of cycles and that one is ending. There are going to be eclipses in Scorpio in 2022, and even the Taurus one in November of 2021 is going to form an opposition with your sun sign. So you're going to have change ushered into your life. And in my mind, I said, whether you like it or not, and you're going to have to be prepared to deal with that and what it represents. What crosses you is the Knight of Cups. This is a card of the Knight in Shining Armor. But, how I see this is actually, this could be a person who won't leave your life, or maybe you find yourself inexplicably drawn to this person over and over again, even though you've had negative experiences with him, and you don't feel... I think it's interesting. So you're the queen and he's the knight. And I'm reading this as a reversed card. So you may even be chronologically older than him, but you may be in the driver's seat and he may be quite dependent and immature. So if this person, for instance, is a Pisces, he may, I was going to say he may be a con artist, so I'm not trying to put down Pisces, but in the challenging position, Pisces tends to be deceptive when they are not balanced, and they tend to be dependent on somebody else instead of standing on their own 2 feet. And this kind of thing is obviously problematic because you want to be the kind of person who has a relationship with your equal. You don't want to be someone who is babysitting somebody or a parent-child. I look at these two people. Look at these people when you put them side by side. Do they look like equals? One looks like the mother and one looks like the son. It doesn't look like equals. So I know that this is going to sound weird and maybe it sounds a little bit, I don't know. I'm a woman, so I don't know about being sexist, but what I would say is that I notice how so many women drive men around. And I'm assuming that a lot of that has to do with that they are the owner of the car, and so they don't want anybody else driving their car. But I guess I grew up with my father being the driver, and to me it seems symbolic of the change in roles, that the woman is the driver in the driver's seat, so to speak. And this is primarily with younger couples. So somebody, a woman who's like 28 years old who has a boyfriend might say, what is she talking about? She's crazy. There's no problem with a woman driving. I'm not saying there's a problem. I just think it's interesting how commonplace it is. And does this mean that that the male role has changed? And how does this affect that dynamic overall? These are just things I'm wondering. Also, the Knight of Cups, if you have these fantasies, the Harlequin romance fantasies, that could be affecting the realism or the realistic expectations in relationships. sometimes that happens, maybe not on the conscious level, as an excuse to be disillusioned and then to go back on your own and to feel like you tried, but it just wasn't going to happen because that person is just not reliable. Another thing that can happen too is that you find yourself, for whatever reason, being attracted to men who come on like that kind of romantic figure, but they really are very deceptive, and they are trying to make you think that they're a certain way because they want to give that vibe off, and yet it's not true. What is coming in is the Eight of Wands. So this is like fresh energy just pouring through after maybe, talking about that Ten of Swords, after the old is falling away, the new is coming about, and that can be very good because you may feel this sense that there's movement now. Things are happening. You may even be talking to a person of interest. That sounds like a criminal more than a potential partner, doesn't it? But somebody who is maybe a fire sign, Leo, that's a big one. Sag and Aries are the other fire signs. But there's a sense of you breaking free of something. The Knight of Cups individual, if you recognize these qualities in another person, they may be lost unto themselves. They may not know who they are, and they're, acting in ways that are deceptive because they just feel like they can't be who they are. And this kind of thing is problematic because they can sometimes they can talk a good game. They can make other people really fall for their act, and then the person kicks themselves and says, why did I believe this person? They feel like they were a fool, when in fact that person, like I said, some people, they're very good at believing their own lies. Actually, I think I said that for another sign, but certainly this applies to this individual. This can be a very deceitful person, the Knight of Cups in the challenge position. They might have some kind of addiction. Something about them is sketchy, and they are, trying to present themselves in this, perfect light that they don't have. The outcome is the Death card. I did pick an additional card, and this is just kind of an emphasis. This is your card, Scorpio. This is just the message that change is on the horizon, that change is inevitable, but that change is something that you should welcome with open arms, especially since it is your card, but that you should be glad, that the worst is over, and that you're able to move on to something much better in your life. I picked an additional card, and I got the Knight of Swords, and this is a card of a lot of detachment. Sometimes this can be a judge making a decision, but it can certainly be you not allowing sentimentality or whatever has been kind of hooking you into a negative relationship. Okay, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.